Welcome to the second part of the series where I'm riding 1100 kilometers on an electric scooter. So in the first part I rode from Mumbai to Goa, which is almost 530 kilometers. If you haven't watched it, there will be a card above. Just click on it and you can watch the video, or else I'll put the link to the video in the end of this video so that you can see that. For the second part, I'll be riding from Goa back to Bombay via the Amboli Ghat, Kolhapur, Satara, Pune, and then Kalyan. So that will be interesting. One more thing, while coming, I kind of stressed a little bit because the batteries I have, the two batteries I have, gives like 100 kilometers per charge. So I stopped at places, charged the batteries, and that's how I did 530 kilometers in 2 days. But while going, I'll be taking things a little slowly. I'll be only riding till the battery drains out. Once the battery is discharged, I'll check into a hotel, stay for the day, and continue the next morning. And by doing it, I will take 3 days to reach Mumbai or Kalyan. So it will be interesting because I'm crossing the Amboli Ghat, which is actually on a very good height, and I have a strong doubt that the electric vehicle will not reach on the top.
We are at the Goa border. A lot of buses have been stopped over here. I think everyone is being checked for vaccination and things like that. Wow, beautiful lake. And this, my friends, is Sawantwadi. No wonder this is such a big town. Sawantwadi is a very famous place. If I'm not wrong, it also has a fort. The Ghat section has started. There was a huge notice which said Ghat Aramb. Okay, this is a proper village or little town, Amboli. The ghat has ended. Now we entered the town slash village. And now we are making our way to Kolhapur. After a small break for vada pav and black tea, on the way to Kolhapur, which is 120 some kilometers from here. The roads are a little bad now, but the entire slope section remains. Tauba, 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 sara mood kharab kar diya. I have reached Ajra, one of the landmark on the road of Amboli to Kolhapur. Changed the battery. What I got is 80, hardly 85 kilometers. Understandable because we had the Amboli Ghat. Kolhapur is another 90 kilometers from here. Alright, we have reached the highway. I think this is the last tour of Karnataka, and this is sort of border, after which we will enter Maharashtra. Kolhapur is 20 kilometers, and hopefully we will reach there. Maharashtra राज्य आपले सहर्ष स्वागत करीत आहे. crossed Kolhapur. I think I have a little juice left in the battery. Probably can run another 10 kilometers. So I have spotted a hotel which is 10 kilometers from here. So yeah, my aim is to reach over there and stay for the night. Yes, this is not the highway. This is a small village. I think called Ponki Gaon, which is 20-25 kilometers from Kolhapur. So what happened was the battery which I was riding on gave a charge of 100 and that's when the GoPro stopped. So what happened was that when I reached NH4, the scooter was running so smoothly. It was averaging at around 40 to 45 kilometers, and I reached Kolhapur way sooner than I expected. I was thinking of reaching Kolhapur by 3 o'clock, but I think I reached by 2:15 something. But I was greedy. I pushed a little more. I went 10 more kilometers, 100 on the battery. But I said, oh, this is working. Let me push it more. I went 110 kilometers on the battery. Still, I thought there's something left, there's a little left. Can I push for a more 7 kilometer? There was a good hotel over there, 7 to 8 kilometers. I did try. I went 3 kilometers and then the bike started showing signs as if it is trying to say, and that's when I kind of took a right turn, went into a small village, the one which you saw. And I met a man who smilingly allowed me to charge the battery as if it is his own battery. I got the battery charged. I came here and it was 5 o'clock when I checked into the hotel. When I thought the plan was to check in at 3 o'clock, do some editing and things like that, nothing worked. It was 5. Once I was done setting up, it was 5:30. Long story short, I wasted time. So tomorrow I am thinking to go to Pune, which is 200 plus kilometers. So I have to reach Pune tomorrow, and day after I think it will be 150 kilometers from there to my place. So that's the plan. See you tomorrow. Good morning. Getting out of my hotel at 8 o'clock. I'm late as usual. Satara is 90 some kilometers from here. Pune is 200 kilometers. The target for the day is Pune. Apparently some work is going on in the highway. I think they are making it a 4-lane road or something, and hence we have a bad patch just 30 kilometers away from Satara. The roads are so straight that after some time of riding you kind of feel sleepy, and I guess that's the reason you have rumblers, so that it wakes you up. I think the ghats are here. On my side you can see mountains. In the front I can see mountains. You may not be able to see it because there is some fog. So technically we are surrounded by mountains from all 2 sides. We have entered Satara. Battery is drained. It's come to 51 volts, which probably means it's now it won't run for even a kilometer, I guess. I'm just pushing it to see how much it goes. It has given me 117 kilometers so far. Open the dicky. Pick up the motor. Remove the plug. Take the battery out. Take the other battery. Okay, put it down. and connect. Turn it back on. Oh my god, that's so dark. That's so dark. I have to get out of this ASAP. The other wow thing is that there's a lighthouse on the mountain. It's the first time I'm seeing a lighthouse. I was going to say White House. A lighthouse on a mountain. One more tunnel. I think this may be the entry to Pune. Sunglass is back. I think it was at least a kilometer long. That's it for today. I have reached Pune way back and now I'm heading to my hotel. See you in the morning tomorrow. Today is going to be a lazy day because I just have to ride for 150 kilometers at the max. So yeah, I probably will be going slow, but we have the quite famous Lonavala and Khandala Ghat, which we have to get down to go towards Bombay. So that will be interesting. Oh, okay, this is the start of the expressway. Oh, that's the expressway and this is the NH48. Yeah, I was pulled over by a traffic cop and he said that there's no number plate in the front. I told him it's an electric vehicle and then he said, okay fine, you can go. The chikki shops and wax museums have started. That only means one thing, that we have entered Lonavala. I have now exited the NH4/48 and I'm heading towards Karjat, then there Batapuram, Varnad, Ulhasnagar, Kalyan. Traffic jam. Oh. Okay, from there. Some scud missiles being dropped over there. The first battery is 52. That one, the vehicle is not running. That means the battery is definitely gone. Time to change the battery. $18 kilometers remain to my home in Kalyan. Now we are bypassing Badlapur. Around 2 to 3 kilometers remain for me to reach home. I'm just crossing the Shahad bridge and then it's Kalyan. We have reached Kalyan, which means that this is the end of the 1100 kilometer long road trip on an electric scooter. One thing I have to tell you right off the bat is that this scooter is nothing short of an amazement. I mean, it looks and feels like a normal electric scooter, but after having done this trip, my respect for this has definitely gone up. The handling, the stability, the grip on the road, the control, it kind of becomes one with your body, and that's how it becomes easy to lean on steeper curves. Very easy, gives you the confidence to ride on or take this to the road trip. So that's the best part. Having said that, I also have 3 things which I have to tell you. One is the suspension could have been a little more better. Second, the battery is big, bulky, 16 kilos, not at all easy to take around and charge. I know it's high performance, gives almost 120 kilometers on a highway, but the size, maybe with time it will change and size will become shorter, but right now it's a small problem. Third is a boot space. Since the battery is so big, definitely we don't get any boot space, and that is a small problem as well. Having said that, overall the scooter has done a very, very decent job. Raft Warrior by Raft Motors. To conclude, I would say road trips using an electric scooter is completely possible. The only problem is range, which is being tackled by a lot of electric scooter companies. Even Raft has come up with a 480 kilometer single charge scooter. What more do we need? If you like the video, do subscribe and share it so that it motivates me to make more such content, more such videos about road trips with electric scooter, which I love, by the way. See you in the next video. Till then, take care, be safe. Omicron is very close to you.